Sometimes we find ourselves in these cycles in our life where the same things keep happening over and over. And so we end up saying to ourselves and saying to our friends, why does this keep happening to me all the time? If you were one of my clients, one of the first things I would have you do is notice this pattern. Notice when something keeps happening to you over and over. Because when this is happening, when there is some sort of pattern, it reflects some sort of internal belief. Something that you believe that you are playing into, either consciously or unconsciously. And these are beliefs that are taught to us by our family of origin. These are beliefs that come down from our society. So maybe it's something that your great-grandmother passed down to your grandmother, who passed it down to your mother, who passed it down to you, whatever this belief is. While I recognize that there are things in our society that are so high level that we have very little control over, things like housing costs and things like war, things that we just, as individuals, we have so little control over. So I'm not saying, oh, everything that's happening to you is your fault because you believe it. What I am saying is that there are things that are out of our control and there are things that are within our control, and our beliefs are within our control. And just because our parents passed down some limiting story or belief to us does not mean that we have to take that story on as our truth. We may have lived our whole lives that way. You might be 30, 40, 70 years old and feel like you can't change your life now. But science tells us that our brains are plastic and that they are always learning and changing. So you can be 70 years old and decide to change your life. You can decide to stop believing old stories that are keeping you in a state of survival rather than allowing you to thrive. When you change the stories that you're living by, you change your energy and you change your behavior. And when you do that, it also changes the energy of the people around you. So you might not change the world in some big way, but you can have a ripple effect. You can change yourself, you can change your own stories, and that changes the stories of the people around you. It changes what other people believe is possible too. And you change the stories, you change the patterns that keep happening in your life so that you don't have to keep saying, why does this keep happening to me? Instead, you say, oh, this keeps happening to me. What is the belief underlying this pattern? What's actually going on here? If you're interested in going deeper into this, I created a really simple course that helps you to identify and change the stories that are underlying these patterns. This course was created for women who are experiencing a level of overwhelm and burnout in their lives and are ready to change that. But it's also for anybody who wants to address the stories that have been passed down over the generations and wants to change those stories and change their life. So ask yourself today, what are the patterns in my life that I want to change? And what are the beliefs underlying those patterns?